So I decided I wanted to address the situation again, this time properly and not in some 1 minute shitty video with almost no editing at all. So I thought I should actually make a video discussing the situation. Jay still never responded to my email despite my sending of it 3 days ago, and Tipster hasn't been responding to my ads to him on Twitter, but again, I appreciate all the support from you guys. Basically what happened with JayTech was I uploaded a clip of him reacting to God of War 2018 coming to PC. The clip was fair use. Factor 3 of the fair use document on Columbia University's website reads, generally, the more you use, the less likely you are within fair use. The amount used is usually evaluated relative to the length of the entire original, and in light of the amount needed to serve a proper objective. Jay's stream was almost 3 fucking hours long. My video was 1 minute and 33 seconds. That's less than 1% of Jay's entire stream. Courts have ruled that even small amounts may be excessive if they take the quote-unquote heart of the work. For example, a short clip from a motion picture may usually be acceptable, but not if it encompasses the most extraordinary or creative elements of the film. The clip of JayTech was not the heart of his work. He talked about God of War for about 5 minutes. It was like taking a clip from a movie. That is fair use. Not to mention, this fucking brainlet had clips on his YouTube channel turned on and then turned them off after Nier called him out for his video on the situation. So there is absolutely no reason why I couldn't put a clip of his video on my channel. This retard is acting like I copied and pasted his entire stream onto my channel. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I underestimated JayTech's retardation. And you might be asking, Josh, why can't you repeal the strike? Well, the issue here is that I'm 16. Not only do I not want to get into a fucking legal battle with a retard online when I'm literally 16 years old, but in order to repeal a strike, you have to give out your personal information, including my address, my phone number, and my email, which literally a few days ago, JayTech was spreading personal information about Fratanga that might not even be true for all we know. So what reason do I have for even a moment after I send JayTech that information that he won't dox my phone number, my email, and God forbid where I fucking live? And also, just to clear a few things up, while I absolutely appreciate the support everybody has been giving me in this situation, some people either in tweets or in their videos have been saying that I criticized JayTech in the video that I posted. And I'll be honest, it was literally just his clip. There was no criticism in the actual video whatsoever. But again, it still falls under fair use. Like I said, factor 3. I still appreciate the support everybody has given me, but I don't want to look like I'm manipulating the situation. So I don't want any misinformation to be out there, even if it's about JayTech of all people. So I think that's pretty much the entire situation as of right now. But the Friday after he false struck my channel, he made a stream where he talked a little bit about the situation. So we're gonna watch that. So enough talking, let's see what YouTube has shout out today.
Now this video is towards the PC community, but not for the PC community.
Towards the PC community, but not for them. What? It's a response to the people in the PC community, but you don't want them to see it? Sounds like a JayTech thing to do.
Let me get started. I've got some pretty good information that that people take my videos so they can shorten the live streams because they don't like live streams.
That's right, everyone. He literally just admitted that he started streaming to avoid criticism. You seriously can't make this shit up.
It's easier to steal my videos when I'm making small videos, so that's why I purposely have been doing live streams for a long time.
Steal your videos? No, we're not stealing your videos, we're clipping them. We're commenting on them because they're funny and they're awful takes.
In order to make it a little bit difficult for them. Also, it's easier for me to cover the news day to day when I'm breaking it as it, when I'm covering it as it breaks. When I cover the news on this channel and then I head to work, I'm networking with different gamers on Twitter, and then that's pretty much it. You know, I'll be bouncing between Twitter and Discord, and that's it. I don't really see anything else that people may do or say about me on YouTube.
Let me press an X to doubt on that because you literally left a comment on my video not even 12 hours after I initially posted it. Also, I love this comment someone put replying to it. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, so PC fans do not like that I do live streams because they don't like that they have to watch or wait for me to say something they don't like, or
honestly, it just gives people more views because nobody makes a video on you anymore, and it gives people like me more of a chance to get clout from this shit.
Kind of fuck up or try to find an area where they feel like they can twist my words.
How can we twist your words when we are playing the entire clip in full?
Stuff like that. So if it means I have to make life harder for my haters, I will do it. I'm dead serious about the headache thing. I'm not gonna be dealing with stress or annoyances from the PC community anymore.
Jay, you say that the people who make fun of you and your stupidity are trolls, right? So why are they giving you a headache? Because if they're trolls, they spout absolute nonsense and are just there to piss you off, right? But if they're giving you a headache, then obviously they're saying something of value that's getting to your head. I don't know, kinda contradictory.
If you guys want that, that's cool, but you're gonna have to pay.
Yes, no criticism unless you pay me because it hurts my feelings.
And this is only for the PC community, because you guys are annoying. I'm not dealing with PC elitists, I'm not dealing with PC gamers, I'm dealing with PC trolls. They're on a whole nother level of headache. They're younger.
And see, Jay, this is what's absolutely hilarious to me. You call the people who make fun of you little kids that shouldn't be taken seriously, but then you outright admit that they're giving you a headache. Trolls want attention, and you're literally giving it to them, you fucking moron.
They have this thing about them where they don't want to be identified.
It's not that we don't want to be identified. I've shown my face in my videos. My face is in my channel logo. Photoshopped? Sure. Old? Sure, but it's still my face. No, people just don't want to be doxxed. I didn't submit my address and shit to you for the repeal because I don't trust you. And why should I? You've spread personal information about people before. And see, I could pull the same argument on you if I wanted to. Jay, send us all your address, email, and phone number for everyone who watches your channel to see. Do it, please, and watch what happens.
One of the individuals that took my video.
I didn't take your video. I took a 1.5-minute clip of your stream, which you yourself allowed by having clips turned on, and you struck my channel in order to silence it.
He was like, I can't fight the copyright strike because I'm only 16. This is information he publicly put out there that he is underage. So why is a 16-year-old coming after a 33-year-old man?
I'm not coming after you, dumbass. I've made fun of literally dozens upon dozens of people on this channel. Some of those people even took the criticism and were able to make themselves better as a person. Hell, I didn't even say anything negative against you in the video that I posted. It was literally a 1 minute and 30-second clip of you reacting to something. And the fact that you're saying that I'm targeting you is really fucking disingenuous.
One of which that can fund his hobby, the other one, if you're 16 years old, in many of the states in the United States, you can't work.
The fuck? You can't work at 16 in the US. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure most states here you can work at 14 even. And what does me being able to work have anything to do with me being able to make fun of you?
But this 16-year-old is among the PC trolls that are saying all games should be on all platforms, but will you do your part for the gaming industry and actually support the developers, which is one of the reasons why the PC community, the younger side, says they want these games on PC.
I'm going to support the games I want to play. For example, God of War, I'm probably going to be buying day one unless it turns out to be a shitty port. But shit like Days Gone, which is still buggy 2 years after it's come out, I'm not touching with a 10-foot pole. Just because I want to play certain games on my PC doesn't mean that I'm going to go out and support every single port. By that logic, if you want Cyberpunk 2077 to be fixed, you have to go out and buy every single version of the game on every platform.
So the developers can be supported. But a lot of the people that's a part of that movement, they are so young that they just can't buy enough games to even make an impact.
So in order to support the porting of games to PC, you have to buy essentially every game that developer has made, or else you're not a real supporter of this. You hear how fucking terrible of an idea that is? How stupid that sounds? It's like the time the Days Gone director said, buy the game day one if you want a sequel. Motherfucker, how about you make a good game if you want us to buy it day one?
On the promise that they have made that they want to support the developer once that developer makes the decision to put the game on their platform of choice. So again, we're going back with the analogy of I order a pizza, but I don't have the money, but I want that pizza.
See, there are tons of issues with that analogy. You're comparing ordering a pizza, which would come in maybe 3 hours at most, to asking for a game to come to a platform, which some of the PC ports that Sony did took at least 3 months, and that's if they're finished. So, a lot more changes in 3 months than in 3 hours. If they're asking for it with no intent to buy it, sure, you have somewhat of a point. But again, that's like 2 out of the 100 people asking for the game. Look at God of War. According to you, it topped the charts on Steam because people were asking for it.
They want these games. They're so fucking young. They don't have the money to pay for a $60 game. Let's say 5 times a month.
That's right, everyone. If you want to support gaming, you can't just buy one game, you have to buy a game full price, broken or not, 5 times a month. And that's if it's not on PlayStation. Then it'll probably be $70. Hope you enjoy.
And they're up here just doing this type of activity, which is so dangerous, man.
Yeah, asking for a game to come to PC is so dangerous. You might make a couple fanboys on Twitter start crying.
It's so dangerous. The only good thing about this is that PlayStation will eventually find out what people like myself have been saying all the time.
Obviously not, since again, God of War has been doing well on the PC when it hasn't even come out yet. And again, that's not even my words. Those are all your words, Jay.
You know, I could understand if people over there really did want to buy and play these games, but my research over the last 6 years...
Your research over the last 6 years has been YouTube and Twitter. Nothing genuinely factual, no statistics over a wide scale, just YouTube and Twitter, which anyone can say anything on those sites.
It really points out that they don't want to buy these games. They don't want to support these devs.
Yeah, I don't want to support the devs of Horizon and Days Gone because those games are either boring or just downright shit, and no PC port can convince me to buy them. But God of War, The Last of Us, Uncharted 4, Persona 5? Hell yeah, port that shit. I'll buy it day one if it's a good port.
They want to engage in the console war shit, but they say they hate the people that are in the console war.
Why would we want to stoop to the retardation of the console wars? No, we just like making fun of people. It's entertaining. Console wars has people genuinely getting pressed over getting to play a video game. It's like politics for little kids.
The only people in their eyes that are fanboys are people that support a console.
No, the fanboys are the people that throw a fit over people enjoying a game on a different platform and cry when any other platform takes a win. But who am I kidding? You're not going to be able to tell the difference.
But they want to be more like us than you guys will ever know.
Why would I want to be a middle-aged man sitting at his computer false flagging people, crying about people getting to play a game, and getting literal headaches because my arguments against people are so shit?
That's why they're always begging for the latest and greatest PlayStation exclusives. Because they want to feel how we feel when we have these games.
Jesus Christ, you seriously can't make this shit up. By that logic, the people who before the PS5 specs were announced were all beggars because they were asking for features like ray tracing, 120 frames per second, and an SSD, and just wanted to feel what it's like to have better reflections, high frame rates, and fast loading times.
They know these games are system sellers. They know these games stop people and make them look over in the section of PlayStation. They know what it means to have a God of War, or Horizon Zero Dawn, or Ghost of Tsushima, or Bloodborne. When you see those games, those characters, you think of PlayStation.
Sure, I guess, but they're not super iconic. Maybe the only one he has a point on is Kratos in God of War, but all of the other main characters of the games he listed look pretty generic if I'm being totally honest here, which isn't really a bad thing, but the other three you listed aren't really characters that automatically make you think of PlayStation. Jin Sakai looks like your generic samurai. Aloy looks like your generic indigenous character, and I don't even know what the fuck the main character's name in Bloodborne is, which that should be a sign to how iconic he is.
So, PlayStation understands they need games like that to sell their hardware. There were two anomalies where games didn't take 3+ years to go over, and that would be Days Gone because it needed help. For some reason, the PlayStation community listened to reviewers and Xbox fans and actually got scared away from supporting that game, myself not included.
Why am I not surprised? Also, doesn't that mean that by your logic, PlayStation fans don't support their exclusives either? This is what I mean, Jay. You take one example of PlayStation porting a game and it quote-unquote flopping, which really we don't even know if it flopped, and then you ignore all the external effects of why it might have flopped, like it being a bad port or just a bad game overall, and you say, oh, the PC players don't play games. We can spin the exact same logic against you.
And then with Death Stranding, actually I think the same thing happened, which was weird because Kojima is a legendary developer, and you know this guy doesn't strike out. Game was great, got a lot of awards, people turned around, supported the director's cut, which some people say was funded by the PC community, but I highly doubt it because we know that game didn't sell that well on PC.
Really? Because this community post says otherwise.
Keep that same energy.
But long story short, support what you love.
Unless it's Xbox, of course, then that is a no-go.
If you love gaming, support it. You don't know what's gonna happen in 4 years, so being so cocky to say, oh, it's alright, I just wait 4 years to play your game.
That's right, everyone. It's a bad thing now if you'd rather wait to play the better version of a game on the platform of your choice. Literally, the moment I set some expectations for JayTech, he literally breaks them. It's fucking insane.
We just got the COVID virus last year, right? This is almost what, I believe, yeah, 2 years of us dealing with the COVID virus around the world. And that's just 2 years. So how can you be so cocky to believe that you will be up and running on this earth in 2 years?
Yeah, that's why you have to buy Days Gone at launch, because you might die tomorrow and never get to play it. Who cares? If I die tomorrow and it turns out I never got to play fucking Knack, I won't care. Actually, I'll be kind of happy because I heard that game was dog shit.
Anything could fucking happen. Anything can happen. Life is short and it is very precious, just like time. And I feel like the PC fans that will try to argue with you and say, oh, it's alright, I'll wait. It doesn't matter, I'll wait. It'll eventually come over. But at what cost? Like the game getting spoiled?
Because you spoiled it for them because you can't bear to have another person play with your toys?
You know, you not having the money, something happening to your computer, you not having the parts to play that game on your computer.
What kind of PC are you playing on that's less powerful than the fucking PS4?
You know, like, it's there's such a, again, the portion of the community I have to deal with, they're so trolly, you know? It feels like that's all they're on the internet for, is to troll people. They have no intention on playing games, enjoying games, completing games, or buying games.
See, that's where you're wrong. I don't have any completed games on my Steam list, not because I don't play them, but because I have other things that take center stage over games. School, spending time with friends, getting actual bitches whether they're guys or girls, working out, cross country, getting actual shit done rather than collecting digital trophies in different colors for some games that I might not even like. It's called touching grass.
But they do want to be in a conversation because they are lonely.
That's right, everyone. All I wanted to do was like, I'm just fucking lonely. I just wanted to fucking stream and have a good time, have a good game. I hate my life.
They get no excitement talking to another troll about video games.
Yeah, that's right, everyone. I get no excitement talking to other people about my perspective on games. That's why I literally have an entire channel with over 80 videos talking about games to people with similar perspectives to me. And that's basically all I feel like suffering through. There's probably more, but I'm not dealing with JayTech shit. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Thanks to all the people who have been supporting me the last few days. Like, subscribe, and follow my Twitter because that's where I'm trying to get the attention of people like Tipster, and I need all the help that I can get. So again, thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.
What are you going to do?